I have to say. Why would I? Are you getting your money's worth? God, I just wanted to learn food combining. Okay. So here's what happens. My mother had tongue cancer, lung cancer. You guys don't know this, but when I was in Toronto, so just know I'm like everybody else. It's not easy. When I was in Toronto, some days I'd buy 3 packs of cigarettes because I'd throw them out, and then I'd go run back to try to find them. Hopefully it didn't rain. When I was in Toronto, I had the Wolfe clinic. I'd run down behind the alley where I had the cigarettes hidden, and I'd smoke 2 cigarettes and then chew my gum, which is not good for me, and then run in and tell everybody how to live their life. I wasn't a fraud. I just said, you know what? It's like this. I was a druggie. And I was trying to survive. And also, back then, okay, we're talking 40 years ago, over 40 years ago, natural health doctors, natural health practitioners were quacks. You know, you had people that back then you were a health nut. You know, and back then, I didn't love myself like this because I don't give a shit what you think anymore. I don't care. I know I'm logical. I know I'm right. I know that Mother Nature and Father Universe, they're my parents. I don't need to listen to human beings. Human beings are programmed. And also, I'm not going to judge you. If you don't want to love yourself, you don't have to. I'm there for you. I'm going to work with you. Your success is not dependent on me. Your success is dependent on logic. There's nothing logical about your thinking, is there? Nothing. You know, we think it's free health care, medical care, and medical care has got nothing to do with health care. So by the time you go to them and you're all toxic, and then you come to us, and then because you did one pill, had a thrill, pain was gone instantly because you told your body to shut up, then you look at a natural health practitioner and then you get really pissed off if you're there for more than a week or 10 days and you've got stage 4 cancer and it didn't turn around. I'm exaggerating it, but this is how it works, guys. You totally destroy yourself and let them do it and then come to a natural health practitioner and go, you're taking so long. This is my money, this is my time. Well, first of all, you have no respect for yourself, so you're not going anywhere. You're not going to get well. And this is why this place is closing down February the 21st and has to reopen right. And this is why people actually fill out a form, and if they don't fill out that they'll do at least 80% of what's on there, they are not allowed to come. They're going to take somebody's place that wants to be here. We will not make this into a paper mill or anything else. I want to prove to the world that people can heal from any disease. We can reverse the irreversible. We can do the impossible. We do it here every day. You're going to find out. How many people are in the non-surgical course? Well, just almost everything physically about you is going to be fixed in 12 days. I hope you get that. But if you don't get your mind straight, okay, remember the issues go into the tissues. So now let's get back to why we're talking. You have this one thought, and you keep replaying this one thought, over and over again. If you play a thought over and over again, what does it become in your mind? A prominent, dominant thought. What is the only thing the mind plays? Prominent, dominant thoughts. Well, this is deep, guys. I don't know if I can understand that, Darrell. So, prominent, dominant thought is the only thing that gets played. Now, what if you trusted the wrong people and your mommy and daddy trusted the wrong people and you're still trusting the wrong people? Now you've got prominent, dominant thoughts that make no sense. But you think they make sense because the other 4 people, remember the 5 people in the house? have the same thoughts. So you're all thinking you poop good, eat good, think good, drink good, live good. Wow. Sucker punch. You compare yourself to only the 5 closest people to you every time you open your mouth. Are you healthy? Yes, I am. You compared yourself to the 5 people that live like you do. Wow. Not a good place to start. And we also know that the medical system changes. Okay, you ready for this? Did you know that being 10 pounds overweight when I was 12 years old was obesity? Now it's 40. Isn't that great how they gave you a little bit of slack? You porkers, you. Let me tell you something. For every pound you have, that's inflammation and infection, and you're going down. And this is because of lack of love for oneself. You're not stupid. You're not overweight. You're overwaste. Stinking thinking. And you also hang around with people with stinking thinking. And you all think you eat well. I love it. Yeah, we eat well. And I'm looking at them. Oh, yeah. Really? You do, though. Compared to everyone else you eat with. You're all killing yourself. But call it great. Okay, so prominent dominant thoughts are what have created everything in my life. How do you like it, Tito? How do you like it, Simran? How do you like it, Penny? Sharon? How's everybody like what you've been creating? Whether you're conscious or unconscious, it doesn't matter. The brain never sleeps. The programs never stop. I cannot care for family members that do not care for themselves. I can care for a family member when they say, care for me. I need your help. Help's on the way. Oh, I got a phone call. Oh, really? Maybe you shouldn't answer the phone. Why don't you track yourself and find out that, guess what? You set things up. So, hey, you know what? It's every 3 days I got to have an emotional breakdown. Everything is a plot. Everything is a program. Everything is a thought. And it's usually rot. And it is. If it wasn't for your spirit, you wouldn't be here at all. Look at the crap you do to yourself. Look at how you talk to yourself. Look at how you talk to each other. Oh, but we call it love. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. There are couples out there that do not fight because they both are hiding from each other. Then there's couples that fight all the time because they believe that that's what husband and wives do. They fight. I'm not telling you I'm anybody special, but we've worked on it. Lori and I do not fight. And we talk. We talk and we know that our subconscious was programmed to not just kill ourselves, but to destroy our most important relationships with ourselves and each other as a couple. But you, in your dysfunction, think it's normal because there's 5 other people around you that do the same thing. There, I'm done with the prominent dominant stuff. So the reality is this. If you believe in genetics, if you believe that a cigarette's going to give you cancer, if you believe, I mean, it really would be great to not take in the toxins, but to go, you know, they've programmed you. You have to understand something. The same people that make the cigarettes are the same people that want them to put on there that if you smoke, you will probably die. You didn't get it. You just not woke up. You're going, I am so proud of the government for putting on the Surgeon General that if I smoke this, I will die. It is so, oh my God, we are so enlightened. Meanwhile, the reality is to kill you. So put on there that if you smoke one of these things you're so addicted to because there's 158 chemicals in them, you're not going to get off because it's cocaine, okay? And the reality is every time you go to pick it up, it says you're going to die. So everything's a prominent, dominant thought. Well, if you do this, you're going to get this. No, that's not true. Why isn't it true? Well, because I don't believe it. It doesn't mean I'm going to go smoke 1,000 cigarettes, but everybody who's coming to me, like, there's people in the room here, and they'd be coming along, and they'd be going, oh, and they try to hide it, and I'm going, don't try to hide it. Enjoy it. Life. Well, then their throat's not going to get sore. Shit, if I'm going to do something that's going to kill me, I'm going to at least pretend it's going to give me life until I'm done with it. I already know what it is. It's not, I'm not a moron. So you can't go around making people feel bad about the things they do. You ever see that? It doesn't work. I'll shun them into it. I'll guilt them into it. I'll guilt him so much he'll love me forever. What? So everything is a prominent, dominant thought. So just know this. Okay. My knees were killing me. Not killing me. They were, see, not good, Darrell, take it back. My knees were aching and paining. And what, I got arthritis you like out of your skull? No, it's because I'm feeling like I'm carrying too much of a load and emotionally. And then I got in here and started talking, right? Because I've got all these other things going on with the tour and all the rewriting the books and all this other stuff. My knees are perfect. So I wasn't totally in alignment with myself. So here's the deal. You go to the doctor, whether it's you or with a family member, and you go to see the specialist, okay? And you sit down and you go, well, they do their x-ray, okay, which is cancer causing, and find out you have cancer. Okay, so anyways, they go, well, Mr. Morrison, for a guy your age and your weight, and for the growth of this thing, you've got 8 weeks left. They're absolutely right. You've got 8 weeks left. Only if you do what the majority do. Shit your pants, because you're so scared. So you dump all that adrenaline, all that histamine, all that cortisol in your body that causes more cancer. And then guess what? Well, I've only got 8 weeks left, so why smile? Everybody moans and groans. Oh man, I hear you only got 8 weeks, yeah. Okay, do you think I can get that money that you owe me before you go? Listen to me. Anybody in the medical system should not be called a doctor. A doctor means actually a teacher. They don't teach you anything. All they have is medical breakthroughs. Yeah, medical breakdown. It's all horse shit. I never want them, never need them, never will. I'll set my own damn leg if it's broken. I'm serious. I'm just enough. Don't tell me how nice your doctor is. I'm not into it. He's a drug-pushing son of a bitch. They're the 3rd leading cause of death in North America. You see how I talk? I'm on media right now. I don't really care. Everybody needs to know this. If you want to keep going to them and getting their poisons and listening to their fearful attacks on you, you go right ahead. If that's what you call health, you go ahead and get it. What? Do you want to grab the mic? Can you turn the mic on, please?
My oldest daughter took her sister to the doctor, and she said,
Why don't
Mom,
you come and sit with me?
to keep my...
Because if they're coming after me, they can come after you too.
Yeah, sure, because they can. I would like them to come. Yeah. Anyway, so my daughter took Diana to the doctor for a urinary tract infection or something, right? And she's scared.
And she was actually just pooping in her
Yeah,
pelvis.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they said, well, are you on the birth control pill? And they're like, well, you need to get on that birth control pill because you're going to get pregnant. And then something else, and Sarah just said, Mom, I had to bite my tongue because I wanted to punch the nurse in the face because they must scare every young child, every young person out there to take things that they should not be taking.
Okay, first of all, guess what? They've already got you. They've already poisoned you adults. There's not a lot of hope for you, and they know that they don't have to do anything. They can sit back in their lazy boy. They're going after the teenagers, and that's why after I finish this world tour, I'm no more adults. I'm going after the teenagers.
That's it. So I'll never go to a doctor again, and I tell my kids don't. Yeah, they won't go to a doctor ever
Guys,
again.
they're not your friends.
They're not. Yeah, they'll.
Okay, so let's weigh it out before we run to the doctor, because everybody, it's action reaction, action reaction. So when we're going to go to the doctor, let's just say this. Let me see. Okay, drugs made out of petroleum, radiation, chemotherapy, or to lose an organ. Let me see, which one of those four?
No more.
Say
Thanks.
no more. Okay, so prominent dominant thought, okay? So from a pimple to a tumor, it started off as a rumor. And you believe they're BS. That if you do this, you'll get this. If you do this, you'll get this. These are all stats that they have. Statistics. Statistics. Well, statistics are no good if you don't play by anybody's rules. What if I left here and I structured my drinking water, I stopped alcohol, I stopped sugar, I ate a whole plant-based diet, I did the ultimate liver cleanse, I did the daily cleansing tea, I actually had a smile on my face and didn't walk around like Miss Grumpy Pants and said, if you don't tell a joke or tell me you love me, I'm not going to smile. What if I just smiled? What if I connected to my breath? What if I stopped bullshitting myself, okay? That a little bit of this is okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. Okay. The more that you're out of harmony, the bigger the disease. Because it's out of ease. There's no disease. So the more you're out of harmony, the more things that you take that are out of harmony with nature, okay. People come to me and go, it was just a slice of bread. I go, yeah, one slice of bread is like a loaf for you right now. You're on the edge. Yeah. Okay, first of all, I've got cirrhosis of the liver, I've got an inflamed liver. You can't do anything. You have to heal it. It takes 6 to 9 months. And then guess what? You've brought the infection, the inflammation down. In 9 months, you've birthed a new you. Now you can have a little bit, but if you did it for 9 months, your addictions are gone. You're all drug addicts. Okay, I already told you that all the food corporations are owned by the tobacco industry. Isn't that nice? I feel so much better. They're there to kill you. Just get that. Know who your friends are. Know who your enemy is. Don't take it personal. Don't get angry. Don't hate them. Okay, if I do this, I'll probably save my life and even change it. If I do this, I'm dead. Yeah, that's right. Do the math. Okay, you picked this planet. You didn't pick another one. There's only gazillions of planets with species living around the universe. God, everybody's so narrow-minded, aren't they? So you picked this planet. This is planet Earth, where a small group are allowed to control all the finances and make you feel that there's not enough love, not enough water, not enough air, not enough food, not enough of anything, and you fall for it. And then guess what? And they're allowed to do this by God Almighty. And they're allowed to poison the water, poison the air, poison the food, and it's never going to change. You're playing the Earth game. pretty soon I'm going to be saved. The Savior's coming. Who is it? Trump? Who is it? Who's your Savior? What Savior did you pick for you? Everybody's got a different one. I'm going to save me at every moment because I'm going to take and make high vibrational choices. It's going to take you time to make your prominent, dominant beliefs actually work for you. It's going to take time, so be good. And if I catch you and you've got a cigarette, just go, I'm enjoying this sucker. Just do it. Don't get all guilty because then now I'm part of the responsibility that you just made yourself sick. So the invisible becomes the physical. The emotional becomes the commotional. If you're the type of person that when somebody says something to you, you get totally excited and go way up here, you got to come way down. Just take that excitement and turn it into unconditional love and fill your heart up. When somebody says something to you like, oh man, and I just go, yeah, okay, so now you told a really great story, but what are you going to do about it? You know, you thought that you could actually think that you could kick the shit out of you, and I was going to buy the story, and we were both going to go on the ride. I'm not buying a ticket. I'm not buying a ticket. Why would I buy a ticket? Dr. Wolfe doesn't care. He said to get my act together and take responsibility. Who does he think he is? I gave him some money. No, you didn't. You gave somebody else some money, and they probably stole it from me, so I'm kidding. What I'm trying to tell you is do not let your subconscious, not your brain, because understand something, the brain is not a brain. Does everybody know that? Your brain is a computer. It's either the stupidest thing or the smartest thing. That's all. A brain is the stupidest thing or the smartest thing in your body. Your brain is either healing you or it's killing you slowly or fast. That's it. No more to it than that. So when I see people as a practitioner, I see them differently than the way you do. You feel sorry for them. I don't. I want to try to tell them and get to them, but I can't get to them in time. I got to crack the coconut. They'd have to allow me to come over and crack their coconut. Who's going to do that? I mean, most of you paid a bunch of money, now you're in here, now you got to put up with this. And there's always 2 or 3 by the end of the day that are going, I think I'm going to quit. Is that a true story, girls? Oh, yeah. Huh? What? Yeah, a lot of them are going to quit. They're going to quit. Just know that you've got until 5 o'clock. If you go to the back right now, you just got a day free. Get there by 5 to 5 and Lori will give you your money back. I mean it. But after today, no. You're in. That's it. We got you. Okay. So just as a thought created the tumor, a thought can get away the tumor. You're going to have to stay away from everyone that believes that a tumor is a death sentence. You're going to have to stay away from everyone that believes that tumors just grow and they'll never go. That means you're going to have to leave your family. If ever you have a chronic illness that could be life-threatening, you have to leave the 5 people that you hang around with because they're part of the tumor. And God loved them. But you all come together to create your diseases. Because you actually believe back here in that subconscious, without being conscious of it, that you're going to get a certain illness. And you attract the same people. Okay. How many here at the end of today would like to come with me? I'm going to go to a biker's club and we're going to inject peanut butter. Come on. See, you're not going to go somewhere. You're not going to go somewhere where you don't want to go. But why are you going somewhere where you don't want to go? Because you don't even know you're going there. Because you actually, you know, your subconscious. Okay, here's your subconscious. What time is it?
11:46.
Yeah, we're on time. Then the story's over. And then after lunch, enjoy your lunch because it'll probably be called the Last Supper because I'm coming for you. I'm just kidding. So, where was I? I had a brain fart. What did I last say before I said? What? Oh, well, see, what happens to me is I get, it just downloads. So then I just lose it. No? Okay. Here it is. Yeah, okay, so we know who likes bikers. Okay, that was an hour ago. Okay. Anyway, so your subconscious understands something. It has one job. Tell me what it is. Go. No, not to destroy you. Mine does not destroy me. It is to protect your prominent, dominant beliefs. Nothing else. That's the only job of the subconscious. So don't tell me that was God created, and I'll tell you you're a goofball. And there's these scientists saying, oh, it was created. Yeah, and that, no, not by, no. Okay. So the subconscious only has one goal: to protect your dominant, prominent beliefs. I really want to change, but I can't. Yeah, you can. You got to smile. You got to do the work. It's about repetition, mirror work, love band. I mean, you guys don't even notice it. If you go back and watch the video, without doing this, I've already done this 6 times today, and I've been counting them because I do them without even knowing it. When I wear this love band, it stands for, there's a new sheriff in town, and I'm going to hold the line, and there's nothing above me on this planet. I'm going to love myself and care for myself. I just need to go like this, and my eyes pick it up. It's continually going into my brain. You couldn't get me to do anything for love. I am love. Now, the subconscious is not intelligent. It's a storage shed for prominent, dominant beliefs. Tell you a story. It's a true story, and you'll have your own stories, and we can talk about that. When I moved out to Nova Scotia, it was probably the poorest that we were, and I was around 14, 15 years old. No, that's not true. I was 16. I was 16 years old. Anyways, never smoked. You know, athletic at that age. You should be. Anyway, so everybody smoked on the street that I moved to. It was the worst part of town, Halifax, Nova Scotia. Anyways, so I went there probably 5 times to this group. Come on, have a cigarette, have a cigarette. I don't know how many times I went, but then I had a puff. Right away, it said cancer, sore throat, my eyes burnt. Hey, after 3 weeks, my brain was going, wow, every time he has a cigarette, he smiles. He feels like he's being loved. We had the wrong information. Your brain is not intelligent. The most intelligent part about you is actually your spirit, if you would feed it. On a physical level, it's your bacteria, which they want to kill more than anything. Isn't that something? Anybody got some bacterial soap? So anyways, your subconscious will do anything it can, and if A was a thought that my mommy got cancer, I'm going to, and then the positive thought was, that's not true. Your mind would not accept it because it's too far away. So you have to lie to yourself, and you have to push that in. And you got to say it with all the love in your heart, all the passion, all the purpose. And guess what? If you do it, it happens 1,000 times faster. You never listen to your subconscious again unless it's giving you a higher vibrational thought, one of unconditional love, one of you got this, one of you are off the hook, one that you are not a sinner, you are not a failure, and you've done damn good when everybody's been trying to kill you. You had to lie to protect yourself. You couldn't tell the truth, but now you can tell the truth, and if you start telling the truth to yourself and everyone else, you're going to have the life that you want. And adults around you will always lie because they're so desperate. They're desperate for love, they're desperate for money, they're desperate for everything. I'm not desperate. Think about it. Took 1.5 years to build this. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it into 3 containers. Who does that? What kind of a nutbag is he? And he's going to decide to go travel around the world and do something. And then he's going to come back and open up another clinic. My God, think about it. You were younger, you'd go, that is exciting. And right now you're so stuck in your own crap that you think that I'm crazy. And guess what? I'm not the crazy one. I'm the one that's logical because this is my game and I'm going to play it the way I want. And I am only going to have one rule, one love, one law, unconditional love. And I am going to travel the world and I'm going to enjoy every bump, every quick turn, but I'm not going to go off the cliff because I'm going to stay in the present moment and own it. You do not have a friend in your brain unless you are going to do the work for 9 months, because then you'll see the crest of the head come out of the new authentic you. And guess what? When you start honoring and loving and respecting yourself, your family, your friends will dishonor you because they will feel you're leaving them, and they counted on you to fill up 10% to 90% of their heart. And they don't even know what they're going to be doing when they come after you. And they're even going to come together. What's wrong with them? They took this course. They went to see some whack guy. Okay? I don't know what's wrong with them, but we're worried for them. Enjoy lunch. We'll be back here right at 1 o'clock. Okay? I'm coming for you. You know, it's not good enough to have the most powerful courses, treatments, and training. We want to deliver to you the adventure of a lifetime that's going to last a lifetime. And I'm going to take you on a little adventure right now and show you what we are going to deliver. What are we going to deliver? We are going to deliver the authentic you, the real you, the genius inside. How would you like to become not just the master of your mind, but the master of your body, the master of your life? You know what? The most important world is your world, and we're about to show you how to create it. Never limit yourself to beautiful, because that's what you are. Take a look at this beautiful place. We all deserve beauty in our life. You need to create a new program that is unlimited when it comes to things that are beautiful, things that make you happy, things that make you shine, things that make you feel excited. Let's get excited. What I've learned in my life is this: to be the change you wish to be the change you wish to see, Braveheart, you have to understand you take life one step at a time. Never lose your focus. Never lose your dream, because you are the dream maker. It's called image, but guess what? It's your imagination.